but they do.
Right.
So all of a sudden, you seek their advice. And I go, well, then their words become your truth because you have no other truth but what they said. And all of a sudden, then you become a victim in your biology, according to the program, because the program said your life is controlled by genes. I go, so what does that mean? I go, well, as far as I know, I didn't pick them and I can't change them if I don't like the character. And they turn on and off by themselves. Victim, what? Heredity. I got genes. It's not my life, it's my genes. And
right. If my grandparents had a heart attack, then I'm susceptible to this, and onward and onward.
Exactly. And cancer. It's like, oh, I got cancer running in the family. Oh, there must be genes. And then the genes, and when I get that gene, I'm going to get cancer. Then I'm the victim. And the fear, it goes on and on and on. Except for an interesting fact, there's no gene that causes cancer. There's not one gene that causes cancer. Cancer is associated with a disharmony. And so let's say especially for women, they're very much concerned about the breast cancer gene, BRCA gene. The only thing is, 50% of the women that have the breast cancer gene never get cancer. I say, so what's the meaning of that? I say, possession of the gene doesn't cause cancer. It's the lifestyle that's in disharmony that causes the cancer. The gene just supported it. And now we know 90% of cancer comes from people who have no cancer in their family.
Interesting.
Well, then where'd the cancer come from? Lifestyle is manifesting cancer. And you can change your consciousness and you can change cancer. But people believe they're victims. And
right.
If you believe you're a victim, you give up your power. Remember that. Victim means I have no power. And then I say, well, who has power? Well, over my spirit, the church has this power. And they tell me what to do. Over my health, the medical doctor has the power. They tell me what to do. And my life becomes shaped by those opinions. They're not even mine. And this is the point. It's like, well, when do you think you're going to become powerful? And I go, well, how about when you find out you are a spirit and you can never be disconnected from source? Nobody can disconnect you from source. There's no such thing as hell, you know, and health. What do they know? Fact, in the United States, the third leading cause of death in the United States is called iatrogenic illness. First is heart disease, second is cancer, and third is result of medical treatment, iatrogenic illness.
Interesting.
So medicine is the third leading cause of death. I would, consciousness, I go, maybe I shouldn't follow their prescriptions so much.
Right. I'm curious, Bruce, how many people in the world do you think are victims? What's the percentage of people that you think live in victimhood?
I'd have to say 90% or more.
Really?
At every level, I'm a victim of what? Well, my job. If I don't do what they said, then I lose my job. I don't have a job. I don't have any money. I don't have any health care. I don't have any money. And all of a sudden you start to realize, well, then where do I get the money? And then you better start conforming to whoever's going to give you the money. At some point, you're not living your life. You're living the program that you think you need to do to fit into the picture. And if you live the program, it's almost all disempowerment. I can't do this. This won't happen. I can't, whatever. I'm a victim. And victims, by just saying that, the word is powerless. Victim and powerless, same word.
Right. And what do you think the differences are then between the conscious and the subconscious mind? And I know you've mentioned that.
That's the game. That's the most important whole question you just asked there right now, Louis, for this reason. The subconscious, I said, is the equivalent of a hard drive on a computer. It can run the show. You push start, it could do things. You don't have to even attend to it. It does it by itself. The conscious mind is the equivalent of who's typing on the keyboard, because you're the one that's putting information into this thing. The conscious mind, and here's an important part. Let's just start with this. The mind is controlling our biology. That's fact. Now I go, but when you say the mind, it sounds like, oh, there's one mind. I go, now that is where it goes wrong, because there are two minds, and they both have different functions, and most importantly, they learn in different ways.
What are the two minds?
Well, let's start with the latest evolution. Right behind your forehead is a lump of brain called prefrontal cortex, the seat of self-consciousness. I am an individual. I am separate from all other individuals. I am a self, and I'm coming from this creative part. The subconscious mind, as we mentioned, that's just the hard drive with programs in it. So I say, so what's the difference between it? Well, first thing is this. What makes humans so different than other organisms is the self-conscious or conscious mind, because it's creative. It has imagination. I could ask you right now, Louis, I could ask you a question. I say, tell me what you want out of your life. Well, at that moment, you're going to think, and you're going to say, I want this, and I want that. And I go, well, that came from the conscious mind. That's creative. That has imagination. That has vision. And if you have a vision, you can then manifest a vision. You can't manifest a vision if you don't have a vision. So conscious mind sets up visions and what we want. But here's the point, and this is the critical. The whole thing is on this one part right now, Lois, right here, and that is this. The conscious mind, which is the creative mind, versus subconscious mind, which is the habit mind. It does habits, as does this program. Program's a habit. Push the button, play the program, push the button, play it again, push it, plays it again. Okay, program. Conscious mind, creator. Okay? And I go, okay, significance of that is that's where your wishes and desires are. What do you want? Oh man, I want this. I want a great relationship. I want a great job. I want great health. Creative. The subconscious mind programs primarily derived from other people before age 7, okay? And unfiltered, so there are good programs and there are bad programs, okay? And I go, so creative conscious mind is the one that gives you a destination in the future. Subconscious